Good afternoon, boys and girls. We're on lesson 68, naming decimal numbers. Here's our objective for today is to use words to name decimal numbers that have 1, 2, or 3 decimal places. And we're also going to use digits to express a decimal number that is written in words. Here's our joke for the day. What's the difference between a diameter and a radius? And the answer is a radius. And our math vocab today is a mil. Okay, it's an amount of money equal to 1,000th of a dollar. Here's our concept. So in this lesson, we're going to name decimals that have 1, 2, or 3 digit decimal places. The third place to the right of the decimal point is called the thousandths place. All right. So if we have a decimal point, 1, 2, 3, the third place would be the thousandths place, and that's thousandth, THS. All right. Which in a fraction would be 1 over 1,000. And right now we don't have a coin for it, okay, for the 1,000ths. We used to have a coin for it. It used to be called a mill, okay, and so this is a picture of an old mill. Basically 10 mills, so you need 10 of these to equal 1 penny. All right, so in order to equal $1, you would need 1,000 of these little mills to equal a dollar. Okay, so to name a decimal number that has digits on both sides of the decimal point, we mentally break the number to two parts, and the whole number part and the fraction part. So this is the whole number part, and then this is the fraction of the whole number part. Okay. So to read this number, what we do is we read this as a whole number, which is 13. The decimal point, remember, is the word and, okay? And then what we do here is when we read this, we do 699 thousandths, okay? So we read the number, and then whatever the last thing it comes on, it becomes the thousand spot. So this is 699 thousandths. And how we would write this would be 699 over 1,000. All right. So here's our new concept. We're going to use words to name this decimal number. Remember, the decimal point would be our and. So we have the number 12. And so we end here on the hundredth spot. So the 25 hundredths. All right. So whatever the last number is on the right side of the decimal point, that's what we're going to end our fraction with, or in this case, it would be hundredths. So we use this place value to name this number right here. So we have 25 hundredths. Here's example number 2. Use digits to write the decimal number 12 and 12 hundredths. All right, so, excuse me. We use the decimal to write the number 10 and 12 hundredths. Okay, so we have 10, and then the and is our decimal point. And then so we write 12 hundredths, so basically 1, 2. And we can know that our number is correct because hundredths, when we say hundredths, the 2 of the 12 will be in the hundredth spot. Okay. So example number 3, the door was 32,000 meters tall. 2 and 32 thousandths meters tall. Write the height of the door with the words as a mixed number. Okay, so we're going to break this into two parts. The stuff on the left side is our whole number. The stuff on the right side is our fraction. And so remember the 2's in the thousandth spot. So we're going to use that as 32 thousandths. So we have 2 as our whole number, and then 32 over 1,000. And make sure you label it in its meters. Oh, Snapples. Okay. So, letter A, we can't really see letter A, but what you're going to do is you're going to write the decimal number and the mixed number for this model. Okay, so if we have 2 holes, 1, 2, and then we have this, you guys need to figure out what this would equal out to. Okay, so this is 1, 2, and then what is the what is the fraction for this, and what's also the decimal. So we want to figure out both the fraction and the decimal for each of these numbers. Okay. Now for letters B through J, what you're going to do is you're going to represent each of these as a decimal. You're going to write these in words. Okay, so I'll help you out with letter B, which is 24, remember, and 42 hundredths. Okay, remember, whatever the last number on this side of the decimal is, that's going to be your place value. That's going to be on the bottom of your fraction or whatever a word that you're gonna write out. Okay, so if you have any questions, feel free to write those questions down. So letter J's, they're just giving you the change here, which is the 2 dimes, 3 pennies, and the 4 mils on the bottom. Sorry, I don't know why it's doing that. All right, so if you have any questions, feel free to write those questions in the back, and we can answer them in class. All right, guys, have a great night, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow.